All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us today for Misadventures of the Matoran. This is going to be a campaign based upon the Genesys system that will take place in the city of Metru-Nui. We'll introduce some of our players here in just a moment. But for now, in classic Bionicle fashion, we're going to do a slight intro. So, gathered friends, listen again to our legend of the Bionicle. In the time before time, in the great city of Metru-Nui, it was a golden age of building, creation, and learning. The threat of the Kanohi dragon had been quelled, and we had been gifted a legendary team of Toa. However, though their numbers and power were great, they alone could not handle all of the city's problems. And so, our heroes began gathering a few chosen Matoran, and today I will tell you their stories. All right, they can now hear all of you guys if you want to kind of go through and introduce yourselves a little bit. I guess we'll start with, well, actually, do we have any volunteers?
I want to go last.
You want to go last? I think all of them want to go last.
Imagine going first.
Because you haven't already called dibs on last, I called dibs on going last, ha.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
I call dibs on second last.
Alright. I'm playing Rongiki, the Matoran Explorer. He's kind of like Takua in the sense that what he likes doing is not exactly what is expected of him. Probably got a lot of Vaki on his tail all the time. And his whole thing is he just really likes exploring and finding the cool hidden places on Metru-Nui.
So, I'm playing KhingK, who is a Metru merchant. He has a very successful business called KhingK's Amazing Emporium, and he's already made lots of partners in the business world, and is slowly climbing the ranks, and has made a pretty hefty sum for himself. So he's living a good life.
Alright. Temis?
But I called dibs on last, homie.
Oh, that's right.
I ain't going
Yeah.
yet.
Alright, sorry, Maddie.
That's me. It's fine. I play a Fematoran named Materu. He is a scholar archivist that specializes in, well, history and wants to record the ancient past. That's how I call it.
Okay. And that leaves Meat.
So, playing Timus. First of all, I don't know if they could fucking see our characters. We should probably
I will
that
zoom
display
them
as bullshit.
whenever we go to your guys' individual characters.
Most excellent. So yeah, I'm Timus. I'm playing an Onin Matoran. I'm supposed to be a mechanic, but the sheer amount of office work that I do has drained all the fun and joy out of my life. I crave nothing but the sweet release at this point, or at least something interesting to happen. In order to seek that, I'm doing something highly illegal in the back room of my shop, behind like 5 filing cabinets. But otherwise, I work on machines. I also operate them, but other than that, I am very much just kind of there, waiting for something to happen in my life, looking longingly at the noose in the corner and saying, "Not today, old friend, not today."
Oh my god. Didn't think it was that bad, Dennis. Jesus. Okay. So.
Listen, when you have a shitload of boring office work, and that's pretty much all your life has become at this point due to the sheer bureaucracy you have to do for each little mechanical part, it gets that bad.
So
the amount of tedium.
We'll kind of work down the list.
I mean, if you lived for like millennia, life would probably get pretty stale after a certain point.
Exactly. It was only interesting after the first 500,000 forms that I had to fill out.
Only the past
Okay,
1,000
stop
years
complaining,
spent in a
boomer.
cubicle. All right, we'll start with Eldest character. So I'm gonna bring his token on screen here and enlarge this thing out to abnormally huge size.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Luncheon. Look at that thick boy. Boy,
I'm
he's
sorry,
thick.
guys. Did I forget to tell you that this is going to be a kaiju episode?
Wait,
Do be chunking.
Oh, is there actually a stream link here? I can't.
Oh, I can post a stream link in the chat if you'd like.
Ah, no, never mind. I see him actually being giant now. Yeah,
Okay.
This guy's massive.
All right.
that's not the largest part of him.
So,
I don't know, that's kinda
where,
short.
where
His
would we
toe.
find your character on this fine, clean day in Metru-Nui? In Metru or somewhere else, perhaps, since
In
you're
hell.
kind of a wanderer?
Fuck. I guess I'm gonna roll a d6, and I'll find out where he is. All right. I'm just gonna move that here. All right. I guess I am in Metru.
Okay. Here, I'll shrink your
No
back
Metrus.
down so you're not.
No Metru.
All right. So yeah, I guess you're in
Some people are into
Metru,
that.
walking amongst the numerous protoderm canals and the great falls. Being an explorer, you probably would want to go to the protodermis falls and such, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll put you there. You
Coffee
see-
shop or some shit.
You see several Matoran kind of passing along daily dues. The Matoran are known for being teachers, scientists, as well as protodermis purifiers, among many other things. I'm gonna say as you're kind of walking along, you feel like someone bump into you, kind of shoulder check you a little bit.
Yeah. Look, watch where you're going.
As you kind of stop and look around, they just seem to be kind of wandering away from you. But as you kind of watch them leave, you kind of feel like something kind of heavy being placed in your hand.
I look down, of course.
And as you kind of find a small message tablet that says on it, says, "Come to the Great Temple tomorrow. We have work for you."
Uh-oh.
Ah.
It's not signed by anybody. It's not a handwriting that you recognize. I'm assuming you can have handwriting in Matoran.
A puzzle secret. He'd I don't know, pocket it. I guess he doesn't have pockets. Well, I don't know. Yeah, he'd
You got a backpack.
make his. No, I have a utility belt.
You just hook it on you now.
Epic.
Wait, where did it say to go again?
To the Great Temple
Tomorrow, right?
tomorrow morning.
Great.
And I get kind of looking around. You notice that the who should check you is turned into the crowd. But just for funsies, I'm gonna roll a luck
Mhm.
real quick.
No,
Oh,
this
God.
shit all falls apart.
Okay. No, the Vaki don't notice you today. Since you are kind of a wanderlust Matoran, you aren't exactly appreciated for being as such.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda racist, not gonna lie.
Is it?
Wait,
I'm not sure
What?
that's the right word
Welcome
for that.
data.
Alright. And from
mainly Matoran are professional race.
This is true. They literally just have a word for not us.
Oh, that's true.
They're pilots, and they like to go fast.
Gotta go fast.
True.
Alright. So we'll move on from there. We'll go to Maddie. Maddie, where can your character on a day like today?
Always bored. He would, of course, work in the archives, trying to make everything collected
Okay, just kind of going through the records and organizing everything. I'm gonna
Mhm.
say as you're standing there.
You realize.
Oh no.
Yeah, you'll find yourself kind of tending to a certain exhibit. You'll be tending to like an ancient helmet that, according to your records, doesn't seem to fit any Matoran or Toa's head that you know of. It's like the wrong shape to go on anybody. And it's not like a Kanohi. It's almost like a helmet.
Hmm.
Um,
I still try to take it on.
you still home?
No, I try to take it on my head.
Oh, you try to fit it on your head
Yeah.
while wearing your Kanohi?
Yes.
So yeah, as you place it on your head, it kind of rests on top of your Pakari and just kind of sits cockeyed and just doesn't really sit well on your head. As you kind of
Oh well, I put it back.
as you're looking over, it seems to have like carvings that kind of make it kind of look like it's in the shape of a flame, kind of run along the top of it. And it's a very elongated helmet and like a open archway on the front. And from your records, you can understand nobody really knows how old it is. Extremely ancient. No one really knows where it comes from. It doesn't match like any of the records in terms of like civilizations or cultures that anyone within the archives is aware of. But anyway,
Hmm.
while you're kind of working there, you hear kind of a small thump behind you.
Huh?
Yeah, as you kind of spin
I
around
turn around.
yeah, as you spin around, a little parcel of roll up with a little sealed stamp on it, just kind of sitting on the ground.
I grab it.
It, like I said, it just feels kind of like paper, which is kind of an odd medium to use within Metru-Nui, but you've dealt with paper before. Would you like to
I
open it?
I would.
All right. So yeah, as you open it, you'll find a message inscribed on it that says, "The city needs your help. We're hoping a Matoran of your skills could be useful. Come meet us at the Great Temple tomorrow morning." Not signed,
You're cool.
not dated, or
Come to the temple.
Weird.
well, do you plan to go or
Yeah.
do you have to skip work to do it?
I
No,
mean,
what a tragedy.
Boring, monotonous life of my job.
I do like my work, but at the same time, I can finally live on Metro for once.
As you kind of stand
Whack.
looking over this paper, you're gonna hear just kind of a Materu, what are you working on up there? And as you kind of
Uh,
your head and look down, you see the one of the archivists, Wanua, kind of approaching you on foot.
I I found this cool helmet. Do you want it? And I give him the helmet.
Oh no.
He's just gonna go ahead and pick it up.
No, he's gonna destroy the timeline.
He's like, not anything I've encountered before. He's like, well, might as well catalog and put it in storage. Actually, I think this one's marked to go on
Yeah.
display in the next few weeks.
Sir, yes, sir.
I'll just kind of look at you and kind of pass you the helmet back and just like, keep up the good work. You do a lot around here. I'll just kind of go on about it rounds.
Hmm.
Alright.
I didn't break the timeline.
Nope,
Sad.
no, you didn't. And
Oh no.
we'll leave Materu sitting there thinking in his circles.
Destroy the timeline challenge. Difficulty.
Difficulty extreme.
Destroying
Yeah,
the
no, we
timeline.
all just
Speedrun.
dogpile one of the future Toa Metru.
I'm going to have to be very careful about introducing characters like that. goes to a public event.
You
which we're not gonna
underestimate
do.
our murder hobo powers.
Don't underestimate my abilities to bring something against you to murder you. Be
Random
careful.
encounter.
Be
You
careful.
no.
You'll be Tuyat's next victim.
random
No.
random character encounter. You walk into Metru. You hear something crunching. You look over. It's him. He's eating the sand again.
We get Toko
What
to...
I find it hilarious is the final boss of the campaign is Toa
Alright.
No, we get Toko to bully Vakama.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, before this campaign started, we ran another campaign with a different system by the same name, but it took place on Matoran during pre-2001 story. And Meat made a character Matoran named Toko, whose main objective in life was to eat all the various flavors of sand he could find around the island.
He was the best character in the story, objectively.
Yeah.
At that
know.
same token, for some reason, he also was really good with the Gamatoran. We never.
Yeah, no, he got all the maidens.
He was not maidenless for sure.
Well,
Took one trip
Sigma,
took one trip to fucking Koro,
Koro,
and,
yeah.
and then just one instance of lifting shit for the people there, and then flexing over it to get their hearts done.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then
turn right around
consume
and eat
sand.
and then turn around and eat the fucking sand.
Exactly.
Just to elaborate, leave.
Pretty much.
Literally, he shoved the sand in his mouth like we were all camped out, and then, he realized there was crab in it, and he spat it out.
Oh my god.
Oh.
All right, we'll go to Hingeki next. Hingeki, where will we find you today on Metru-Nui?
He'll just be vibing in his usual storefront in Metru, selling wares to various passers-by.
What kind of wares do you sell in your shop?
Basically,
All sorts of things. It would be kind of general purpose
Okay.
sort of stuff.
Okay. So I'll say there's a couple Komatoran that kind of come up to you and they're just like, "Hey, you got any heat stones?"
Of course, right here, my friend. Best heat stones money can buy.
Are you gonna pass it to him?
Yes.
So yeah, as they kind of take it from you, and they kind of pop the lid open on it and start feeling. All of a sudden, the crystal in it just kind of starts sputtering, and it goes dim and dark. And he's just like, "What are you talking about? The best ones money can buy. It's not even working anymore." You just see him kind of slap it against his palm, trying to get it to come back on.
You're literally
Excuse me. Sometimes that does happen. Let me just give it a little. He takes it back from this Matoran and slips it under his desk and swaps it for another one that is working and just gives it to him. There you go. Nothing to it.
Okay, cool. Like,
The skill issue.
we'll just
You're
kind of look
literally-
it over and
you're
give
liter-
kind of a cocked look and how much?
You're literally Morshu. You're just over here lamp oil.
Rope.
As long as you have enough widgets.
You can
Indeed.
make whatever price you want this to be. I'm just going to kind of give you the average price. The average price of a heat stone is 50 widgets.
Ah.
But
Yeah, I
feel
was
free,
gonna go
if you
a
want to
little
try
lower,
and
but,
trick this poor guy into thinking something else, feel free.
Make
Only
it
65 widgets for this.
It's 65 widgets. Make me a negotiation check against 2 purple.
least you're not
Oh
raising the
yes.
price.
Okay. How the frick do we do this?
Alright,
Because
So what you do is you open your character sheet, and you are
Yes.
going to go to
yeah, I got the
section.
yes.
Skill issue.
Skill indeed.
Skill issue.
It'll be the second tab underneath the stats at the top.
Whack.
There we go.
No. Yeah.
Well, it was there for a second.
Yeah.
There we go. And so what you do
Yeah,
is
yeah.
you then go down and look at negotiation, which I think
Yeah,
is
yeah. In
skills.
yeah, social.
So
Yes.
you have 2 yellows and a green.
And then there's a
for
funny roll button.
Yeah, so if you don't want to worry about that modifier thing down at the bottom, you can go up to the top and enter 2 yellow and 1 green in the dice pool, and then 2 purple. Plus, do you have any abilities that are affect like your capabilities of selling stuff?
Oh,
I am not sure.
do
I haven't
explain,
this in a while.
explain what the purples do exactly.
Okay, so you have 6 types of dice mostly. You have green dice and purple dice are the most basic ones. They are your ability dice, and they are determined by the base stats of your character. The number for a certain stat is how many green dice you get for a skill. The purple dice are determined by me by setting the difficulty of it. 1 is considered easy, 2 is average, 3 is hard, 4 is formidable, 6 is considered nigh impossible. Once you get
I see.
ranks in a skill, yellow dice, which are, instead of being an 8-sided die, are a 12-sided die, so you have a higher chance of getting better symbols. And also on them, you have a triumph symbol, which essentially serves as a crit. On the green dice, you only have successes and advantages. Successes will determine whether you succeed or fail the check. Advantages will add on little extra rider effects to make things happen. On the purple dice, you have failures and threats. Failures and successes cancel out, and whichever you have more of wins. And advantages and threats cancel out. Now, on occasion, I will throw in a red die for difficulty purposes, and it is the exact opposite of the yellow die. It has a crit failure symbol on it called a despair. And despairs can do like very bad things to you guys or make something kind of go awry. Which also reminds me, I need to give us all story points.
Yeah, or
Give me 1 second here.
yeah, honestly, none of that went in.
The what now?
That's okay. I will explain it whenever you make the. Just let me get our story points set here. All right. Force player up.
Oh shit.
All right.
I'm gonna have to really memorize all these tree speak examples.
All right.
Listen, man, that's one of the reasons why I didn't go lay Matoran.
Yeah. So
No, like I want to do it. It's more just my memory is not great. Okay, let's see here.
So Hingeki, what you're going to do? You're going to roll 2 yellows and a green. I think is what you had skill going on. I don't think you have any talents.
Yes.
You have natural intellect, bought info, know somebody, proper upbringing, smooth talker.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Okay, with a skill spend.
And there's also Wheel and Deal, which I already made the thing before that, so it probably doesn't count.
Okay, smooth talker uses if you get a triumph, you can use it to get additional successes. Good thing.
Okay.
Counter offer, once per session, you may use this talent to choose 1 non-nemesis adversary within medium range and make an opposed negotiation versus discipline check. If successful, the target becomes staggered. At your GM's discretion, you may spend triumphs on this check to have the adversary become an ally until the end of the. Interesting.
Yeah, I thought that one was kind of funny.
Okay, so yeah, you just surprise them with a counter offer by the sounds of things. So by the sounds of things, you don't add anything extra for the moment unless you get a triumph. So we'll go to skills.
Okay.
And you're going to roll negotiation against 2 purple. So you're going to roll 2 yellows and a green against 2 purple dice.
Okay. Yes. Like that.
I forgot the 2s were purple, so let me roll those real quick.
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay, so normally if they roll together, they would cancel out. So on the purple dice, you rolled a failure and a threat, but you got 2 successes and 4 advantages. So you have 1 success and 3 advantages. So yeah, you managed to convince him that 65 widgets is the proper price. And I'm going to say with those 3 advantages, I'm going to say you're going to convince him to bump the price another 10 widgets. So he's going to pass you like 75 widgets after a little bit of negotiation.
Excellent. So I'll be loaded.
Yeah, already loaded, you freaking merchant.
You can buy the rip.
All right, and so as the Matoran just kind of shakes his now empty wallet, he's just gonna kind of wander off kind of grumpily, knowing he needed the tool, but you were the only place to get it at the moment. And as you kind of standing there at your stand, you kind of feel like something on your table for the past couple minutes. And as you kind of look to your left, you see a little tablet that's been left on your counter.
That's odd. I don't remember putting that there. You just reach over and grab it.
Yeah, as you pick it up and look at it, it says on it, "A Matoran of your skills is needed. Meet us at the Great Temple tomorrow morning." You don't recognize the handwriting or anything, much like the other people so far.
Ominous, but potentially lucrative.
I love how everybody else is just like, a chance to get away, a chance to make money.
Sorry, Link, I don't
We've
give
got
credit.
to have money.
All
Sorry, Link, I don't give credit.
right. I have an NPC through the door. He's just gonna be convincing people to buy stuff. All right.
Yes.
And Geku is just literally more shoe at this point.
Oh my god. All right.
Can Geki be like, no widgets?
All right. We will now move from the cold, icy towers of Kometru back to Onimetru, where we will find Temis. Temis, you said you're a paper pusher. What kind of paper do you push?
I'm a paper pusher for a mechanic shop, but I'm also the primary mechanic.
Oh man, talk about a double whammy.
I bet that I'm kind of the only guy who really ever does anything. So I'm like, it's like, okay, that part that you just fixed, Timus, yeah, do all the paperwork for it. Oh. So I get to do a little bit of the actual job, and the rest of the days are usually spent on paperwork.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna just kind of sitting there in the mechanic shop, and give me 1 second here.
Paperwork being like forms and certain waivers that to sign off for the parts. It's like an actual mechanic shop.
Yeah. Now, does this make you like airships, some carts, or like the little crawling vehicles, Vaki
So
transports?
this this little shop, this little mechanic shop, it mainly, yeah. Let me just check my things real quick. Yeah, it mainly sees to land vehicles, mainly Vaki transport, kind of like mining and larger, you know, larger construction vehicles.
All right. So they handle a lot of the work vehicles from around the metro.
Like, yeah, like this shop handles like the workhorses and all the Vaki transports and that. Occasionally we'll have like a fucking Vaki, even a Vaki might get dragged in. We'll get told like, hey, this fucking servo in his arm's kind of fucked. Can you fix it? And we'll be like, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let me get the amount of paperwork I'm gonna need for that.
As you're sitting there, your boss, KhingK, is gonna come wandering through the kind of kick open the door. In his arm, he's gonna have like a whole stack of papers and tablets. And he's just like kind of wandering in as best he can. I'm gonna have him roll a coordination check real quick.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Lost the dice. Okay.
How much work do I already have?
Roll me a red and a yellow.
Red and yellow. Okay.
Yeah, just go to the top
So
of your
let me
character sheet
just
and roll
see.
me a red and a yellow. This is how I do
So
luck
let's
checks.
see. 1 yellow, 1 red. And that should have done it.
5 reds.
4 reds.
Jesus, dude.
Here, let me fix that real quick because I think oh yeah, I wasn't done editing it. Okay, yeah, there you go.
There you
Now
go.
it should work.
I'm gonna say you have kind of a moderately large pile still going. Like you're about halfway through your usual workload, but there's still like a 3-inch stack of papers on your desk. And Akike is just gonna kind of come in. He's gonna kind of kick open the door and he's gonna fumble for a second. Would you like to try and help him? Because he seems like he's kind of losing his balance as he kicked open.
Sure. What do you want me to use for this?
I want you to make a coordination. No, make a vigilance for me. Average difficulty.
Vigilance check.
2 purple.
Let me check my vigil.
Yeah.
So it's average difficulty 2 perps.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just put like 2p next to the skill when I roll it.
Yeah, that should do it. Or you can go up to the top and. Oh, said yellow and red. Apparently, that's not what you wanted.
Oh, that's because I forgot to. Here, let me fucking fix that. Because I still have the rolls at the top. I guess if you set the rolls at the top the way they are, it'll
I guess
do
it
it
automatically
that
adds
way
them
here.
in
Let
or
me try.
something.
Yeah, I think that's what it does here.
Still adding the red. We'll forget about the red.
Okay,
So
wait, no,
you get
wait,
2
let me go
successes, but
fix
you
that.
get 1 threat. So yeah, you kind of get up quickly and kind of catch the papers, but you're gonna feel like you're gonna see like one tab, but particularly at the top of them, slide off and conk the top of your mask on top of you. And I'm gonna say you're gonna take a couple strain from that, as it gives you a bit of a headache. And
Okay,
Akike's gonna
let's
be like,
see.
"Thanks for the catch."
Strain at.
It's like, "I'm sorry that I gotta give you all
So
this."
my current strain is now at how much strain am I taking?
Just take 1 strain.
Taking 1. Okay, and then I'm at 11 now, 12.
He'll kind of lift it back up again, kind of just move over and sit it on your desk. He's like, bunch of work orders came in. Apparently they're putting some Vaki transports into maintenance. He just kind of looks at your
Tim is
pile
just
and then
gonna
kind of looks
rub
at you
it.
and he's just like, how do you manage to do this every day, Temis?
It's just kind of rubs his and just kind of says, so is this guy KhingK, is he like another worker of the shop? Is he the boss or whatever?
I would say he's like on par with. He's more of like department.
Oh yeah, he's okay. So and I would be pretty amiable with him. So I basically just kind of say, Jesus Christ, what the hell is happening on bodies?
Maddie, are you murdering somebody with your pillow?
No?
I was like, someone's getting smothered in a
Crimes caught on Twitch.
But,
Don't cancel me.
so I'm gonna,
Whoa.
anyways, Tim is to answer his question. He's just gonna say, because all the other more competent jobs are full,
He'll just kind of like,
and I have nowhere else to work.
It's like, well, now that the city's kind of expanding a bit since the Kanohi Dragon destroyed most of the Metru, I've been told that the economy is kind of going up on the up and up again. So maybe some more work will come your way soon enough.
We can only hope. Maybe the Great Spirit will shine on me and give me a less disheartening.
He's just gonna kind of touch his mask on the front a little bit, and he's just gonna be like, "Just the sound of the, like depression in your voice concerns me, my friend." Have you considered
It's
taking a
just like, yeah,
vacation?
we're allowed those.
Yeah, you're allowed like 1 day once a year.
Oh, I already took that.
Sorry about the police state that Duma put us in. No. Anyway,
Boomer moment.
yeah, he was just like, at any rate, I'll leave it to your paperwork. If you need anything, you know where to find me. And he'll just kind of disappear back out the door.
Oh, has there been any wrecks recently?
Rex?
Yeah, like mining equipment transports.
Well, I think there was like an experimental bike that came in from Lee Metru that the test pilot managed to mangle up really bad. I'm not even sure if they'll be able to fix it. Frankly, I think it's in more pieces than we started with when they put it together.
I'm sure we'll send it my way.
Perhaps, old friend. And he'll just, like I said, he'll go out the door and leave you. And Temis, as you kind of just stand there, you kind of, I guess you kind of turn around and look at your paperwork.
Yeah, I'm going ahead and grabbing like my pen and getting a form.
Okay. So as you're doing that, you kind of kick something with your foot, and you look down and you see like the one tablet that conked you on the head.
Go where I kind of like scoot my chair out, lean down underneath the desk, and grab it. My little Matoran hand.
All right. And said paper on said tablet, it's going to say, Metru-Nui is in need of Matoran like you. Come to the Great Temple tomorrow morning.
That sounds American.
I'm just gonna
Uncle Sam wants you to
see
join
who.
the U.S. Army.
I'm gonna see who signed it. I'm gonna see who signed it.
There is no sign of a signature on it. I tell you what though, if a perception check on it, you can make
Sure.
it. Since you're kind of a paper pusher, go ahead and add a boost die to that and make it a hard difficulty. So 3 purples.
Okay, so let's see here. We'll go clear that out. Perception. So 1 what die? 2 perps and what?
3
What's the other one?
3 perps and add a blue die.
Okay, so 1B, 3P. Should do it.
3P.
It just. Oh yeah, because I was still editing it. Okay, let me fix that. Yeah, so if you're still editing it, that's what's saying. Oh, I rolled the wrong die. There you go.
There
I'll
we
get there
go.
eventually.
As you kind of look it over, you're just like, this isn't like the typical kind of writing style Matoran, but with the two threats, you're just like, I don't really know who writes this way. Like, you think you've heard like someone talk like this before, but you can't think of who it is.
I was gonna like, well,
Perhaps it was from like a
better
novel
than
you
nothing.
read or something like that.
So I'm going straight to my boss.
Okay.
And I'm taking this little sheet of paper. I'm sitting it down and sliding it over to him.
Your boss, another Matoran, I'm gonna say he has like a big purple how on his face. He's just gonna kind of look down at it. He's just like, "What's this, Temis? Another
Being
work order
summoned to
someone
the
filled out
Great
wrong?"
Temple.
Huh?
No, it's a summons to the temple.
Summons to the Great Temple. And who on this little island would want to come to the Great Temple? You're a paper pusher.
I don't know, sir.
Just so you know, this is your boss, Tino. Tino.
Yeah, just like, I don't know, sir. I was hoping you could recognize the handwriting.
Time to make another check.
That sounds so
Check.
depressing.
Okay, so yeah, as he's kind of
Oh, no,
looking at
right now he's just kind of peeved off because he really doesn't like dealing with his boss.
as he's kind of looking
I
it
mean,
over,
that's a mood.
he's just like, "You better go, son," and he'll pass you the tablet.
Thank you, sir. I'll take the tablet back. I'm gonna start hangover, check the back room, make sure the project is well hidden.
You're gonna lock the door as you go.
I lock the door once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. After 7 locks, I leave.
Oh my god! Is it
Mood.
like one of them like a big safe door with like a spinning wheel bulkhead?
Yeah. One of them's like a fucking. One of them's like a what do they call the fucking little like little lights on the Matoran that's like your heart or something.
Oh, your heart.
Yeah, I have it synced up to my heart lights frequency, like a lock synced up to it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Because it's highly imperative that no one, any fucking like law, any authority finds what I have back there.
Freaking Temis is like a conspiracy theorist, but also like making freaking Fort Knox job.
It's more like it's more like if you were to go to like a military base, like for example, like Area 51 tests that shit there. It's like a like new experimental, really like classified fighter jet crashed outside of like your house down the road in the middle of the night, and you quickly ran over, grabbed the bits, and like carted it off to like a warehouse. And like the government's been looking for that wreckage and has not found it ever since.
Misappropriated materials lost during transport.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, so now that that's done, I'm gonna with a actual bit of excitement now, because my life is not so much tedium. I'm gonna make a little bit of an effort. Timus is gonna smile for the first time in a hot minute. Get his little backpack up, because it's been a while since he's been to the Great Temple. Get everything together and leave.
All right.
The epic moment.
I'll say the evening kind of passes pretty quietly.
I get hit by a Vaki transport, my life ends.
Get flattened as you walk out the door.
Like, yeah, the first time that your life started going somewhere, you got hit by a transport.
Just start singing like a Disney musical all of a sudden, and you get hit by something going by.
It's like, you ever seen the anime Zombieland Saga?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Remember the part where like the main character gets hit by a truck?
Yeah.
It's gonna be me.
Oh my god.
Timus actually gets isekai'd to a fantasy world where everybody is Muwaka boys.
Oh my god.
Hey, here. I won't be here anymore.
I don't like it here.
You can't isekai back. It's literally impossible to die because you're a 100 character.
Alright.
Oh god.
Well, I'm going to say the next morning, the first person to arrive near the entrance to the Great Temple is going to be Rangiki. Rangiki, as you're kind of strolling down the avenue that leads to the Great Temple, you notice that kind of standing guarding the entryway to the bridge that crosses over to the one where it sits are two Bordak Vaki, kind of just sitting there standing guard.
Who's saying that?
Rangiki. That would be eldest. Uh-oh.
I'll type a Vaki though, because I'm just trying to like look.
I didn't realize I was muted. So I'm going to first just spot to hide around that area.
Okay.
Just to get a better look.
Shrubbery and gardens and other things kind of sitting along
So
the boardwalk.
want me to roll a stealth check then?
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Quick interruption. My fiance wants to know if she can get a Twitch link.
Oh yeah, I'll send that to you in general real quick.
Yeah, just go ahead and throw it at me.
All right. That's I have 2 successes and 1 advantage from that.
2 successes and 1 advantage. A stealth check, you said?
Yeah, on a stealth check.
I was gonna say.
Actually, I was rolling against purple. I was rolling against the purple. I probably should change who I'm rolling against, right?
Yeah, so you're gonna be rolling against the Bordok's perception. So give me 1 second here.
Damn.
You're dead.
So there are 2 of these guys. Okay, so for perception, they have 3. So you're gonna roll against 3 purples. But since you're kind of able to go around different ways, if you want to try and get around them, you certainly. And I'll give you.
Well, I'm first just trying to hide so I can get a look at to see if there's they don't notice me, and then I can look and see if there's a way to get around
I'll tell you
them.
What, add a boost die into that, because they're probably not like actively looking for you. That's a lot of successes. Oh yeah, they definitely don't see you. But I'm gonna say as kind of doing like the bump kind of Mission Impossible kind of thing, slipping from between the plants and stuff and kind of slipping into a hiding spot. You're gonna see like a Matoran kind of sitting there on a bench, kind of tabling. She's just gonna kind of look at you. She's like, "What are you doing?"
It's a Gomatoran.
Yes, it's a Gomatoran.
Woman.
Quiet, sea sister.
She's just
What are you
like,
doing here? Get back in
"Why?
the kitchen.
What do you have to fear? This is God Metru. It's always peaceful here."
I am playing. I need to think of how to say this. How I would say this. And oh, okay. I'm playing. So I'm playing quiet sneak and quick seek with a friend of mine.
That doesn't seem.
So you want me to roll deception, or do you want me to roll deception for that?
Roll me deception. Make it an easy check. So 1 purple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she's just like, all right, I won't give you away then. She'll just kind of go back to her tablet and reading.
Thank you. Oh, water lady. Apparently, is what I should be saying.
Yeah.
Water maiden. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll say lady from now on.
Sea hag, I don't know.
No, water maiden is actually one of them. I think sea sister also makes sense, but regardless, you know,
Like, man.
I'll
Probably
probably
multiple. Probably
Woman.
multiple phrases.
woman.
Funny.
I speak with the
See, I
big
took
boy.
the misogynist talent,
Oh my god.
so
True.
Genius. Women.
Element.
Alright, no, regardless, now I'm going to attempt to, like, I guess, like, would it be perception to kind of see if there's another way, like, from a hiding spot, look at the Vaki and see if there's a way I could get around them, specifically with some way I could, parkour, because that's one of my talents.
Absolutely.
So not necessarily a straightforward passageway, some way that I could get around without the Vaki noticing me.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Boys'
as you
night.
kind of peek out from behind the bush and look around, you kind of notice that you're on the edge of the boardwalk. So as you kind of peek over, you're like on the end of a platform. Go over, kind of slip back behind the bush and look over on back behind the bench. There's a kind of
Mhm.
like a truss that kind of runs underneath the platform you're on, and there's a few loose bricks kind of sticking out of the bridge leading towards the Great Temple.
Okay. So, like, bricks jutting out over the side or something?
Yeah, kind of like
Is what you're saying?
they've worked themselves loose, kind of thing. There's enough.
So I could go under the bridge? I could go under the bridge or something?
You can go along the side of the bridge, yeah.
Alright. Well, YOLO.
All right.
That's the moment.
So I guess
All right.
the first thing you gotta
Time
do
to.
is go over the edge.
Alright, time to be a cable man.
Jump.
Is that what we're gonna call the episodes with Rangeki now? Cable Man.
Oh my
Well, it's
God.
actually because Vines Man is a skilled vine swinger. So listen,
Ah, I see. Okay.
we met you.
Yeah.
Vine, yeah,
Makes sense.
cables man. Yeah, okay.
He's about to do what he calls a pro cable move.
Cable. Alright, regardless.
Instead of Larry the guy, it's fucking
Rangeki the cable guy.
Rangeki. Yeah, Rangeki the cable Matoran.
Anyways, I suppose he is going to another stealth.
I'm not gonna check right now. You rolled plenty well, so.
All right, I'll show you my send you my parkour.
Yeah, if I remember,
Actually, you
take
can
a
just read
strain
it.
and you can basically once a session you can just kind of move a short range distance.
Well, it's not once per session. This is just whenever. It's just I have to take a strain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, I'll pull up your character sheet and read it real quick. Not companion sheets. I need weapons and talents. Okay, parkour.
And I'm glad I took
the short range.
perception.
So yeah, I would say to kind of make it about a little bit short ways past the bridge, since short range is roughly about out to 30 to 50 feet. I would say it'd be
Mhm.
one strain to like get to about where the Vaki are, another strain to kind of move past them, and then
Yeah.
get clear of them. One more strain. So you're gonna take 3 strain.
3 strain. That's fun. Bum bum bum. Ba, ba, ba. Some song he doesn't even know what the meaning
It
is.
sounded cool, and it came to me when I was doing
Yeah.
it. So yeah, you kind of just bail over the edge and start
So you just
swinging along these different trusses and kind of moving around, and then
yeah.
you kind of start grabbing the bricks and kind of shimming your way to the left, kind of like spider. And then as you kind of get past the gate and kind of climb up a little bit and poke your head over and look to the right, you see the Vaki just haven't paid you any mind at all. You just kind of swing yourself up over the ledge and just start walking down the path. Excellent job. All right.
I just thought of what I'm gonna do.
Disappointed that he didn't have a hay bale to land in.
Just do the leap of faith.
Trampoline.
Of what I'm immediately gonna fucking with a story point when it's my turn.
Okay. I'm
It's
gonna
be
say
great.
that Temis and Materu both arrive about the same time from the shoot station near the
Hey, sure.
My plan, Rengiki. Sorry, that's what, as he says when he gets to the other side. Anyways.
Aaron, what type of? I have a quick question. What type of? So, I worked in a mechanic shop.
Mhm.
We're gonna have like some sort of transport like on standby that's like old or that like it's just been kind of like maybe given to us, so we don't really like it's not really in the service anymore.
So what was it you were asking about?
It's probably I'm asking if we have like an old transport like we just have at the shop.
I would say there's probably a mechanical one if you want to crawl faster.
Because I want to savor this moment. It's savor my freedom while I can up there.
Okay. Materu, were you going to walk there, take the chutes, or what were you gonna do?
I walk, and I will make it in time.
Okay. So yeah,
On foot.
I'll say as you're strolling down the kind of boards of God Metro, you see this kind of one-man crawling vehicle. It's like slightly bigger than an muscle crab normally would be, but it's just kind of crawling around on four legs, and you see one Onimatoran kind of sitting there driving along, and it's like sputtering and kicking and backfiring the whole way.
I have one question. Can I use a story point to say that this is an older decommissioned model, like an old ass Vaki transport?
That's a little big to use a story point. That's why I said I can give you like a miniature one.
Yeah, give me like a smaller one.
That's what I was saying. Think of it like an ATV but with walking legs.
Okay, yeah. Then I just want to use the story point to say it's in better condition because I've worked on it.
Sure. Okay, it's not
Still
backfiring.
Old as shit though.
Yeah, it looks like it's a rust bucket, but it's moving along okay.
I'm getting there. That's all that matters.
I don't need no crab.
He be schmoovin'.
We're Billy. We don't need uscle crabs.
Schmoove criminal.
So yeah,
Criminal.
You see this like decrepit, rusty bucket of a machine go crawling by with another Onimatoran on top of it.
I mean, sure, if it works.
I'm gonna stop for a minute. Can I see him?
Easy difficulty. 1 purple.
So one burp. Okay, let me say so.
I'm gonna awful deception.
No.
I think I know your character already.
I mean,
yeah, we should know each other.
We talked about. I talked about like having seen each other around a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 1 perp, right?
Yeah, 1 purple. Unless Maddie's actively trying to hide.
Nah. I'm just walking.
Okay, easy difficulty.
So I got 1 burp and 1. So I got I went ahead and rolled.
All right, a success.
Not a threat.
Okay, I'm gonna say you're kind of riding along. Yet there is this other Onimatoran / Fey Matoran kind of walking along behind you. But I'm gonna say you kind of take a strain as you kind of look at him. And you're just like, oh god, it's one of those archivists.
Wow.
Damn. But
I don't know. What is your opinion of archivists?
They're kind of paper pushers like me, so honestly, I'm kind of sympathetic to them.
Okay.
Bro.
I guess I tell you what, you'll take a strain from the shock of just seeing another Matoran here in the Metru, or another person from the
Alright.
Metru.
So I'll you kind of holler out and be like, "Hey, friend,
Eh?
I could take you the rest of the way if you're going where I am. You going to the Great Temple?"
Wait, you're going there too?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure. And I jump onto the walker thingy.
Just climb up
Yeah,
on
I'll
it
take
and just sit on the back of it. I have to make a model of this thing, aren't I? Unless you want to do that
Yep.
later.
Yeah. That'd be
I can.
fun.
I'll make a vague attempt in stud.io, but it'll keyword on vague. The keyword being vague.
Actually, you know what it probably looks like? What's that one Vaki combiner that like crawls around on 6 legs?
That's actually my favorite combiner.
Yeah, it's like one of those, but you've just altered it into a land vehicle.
Yeah.
Be something like that. But anyway. Alright, so as you guys approach the temple, you see like the 2 Bordoks still standing guard at the gate.
We push on.
Just ram him.
Attempt to ram them.
Do a
But,
wee bit of
first,
vehicular manslaughter.
First, I'm gonna show them.
Okay. So you come to a halt as they kind of look at you, and you show them the paper. They're just gonna kind of look at you kind of strangely, and then you see like one of them kind of take its staff and kind of tap on the vehicle and then point to the left.
Wait, what?
And is he pointing off to?
Just kind of off to the side.
Like to park there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna pull us up. I'm gonna put us in park.
Just
Let's see. So
What now?
as you dismount, the Vaki go back to kind of their guard mode and just kind of stand resolute as you pass between the 2 of them, because you're not wanted.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
never mind. Never mind.
Hey, they didn't give a shit about us. We're in the clear.
It's starting to occur
were
to
you
me
going to
that the
do?
rest of the party is probably going to hate me.
Actually, I tell you what. Who has a backpack?
I think I.
I know I have one.
As you
Do
guys
I
kind
have
of
a
walk
backpack?
by, you're gonna see one of them is actually kind of stick its staff in front of you, and they're just gonna kind of like tap you on your backpack.
Hey, me?
Both of you.
Okay, I have nothing illegal in my backpack. I left
Wait,
that at
I'm
the shop.
checking.
I'll say.
I'm gonna check my backpack first, make sure I have nothing. No one ever slipped anything odd in my backpack.
There's nothing that you
I
didn't
do have a
in there
backpack.
already, unless you think there's an item that you
Okay.
should be concerned about.
No, really. I mean, the most I have is a disc launcher. That's self-defense.
Okay. They'll kind of look
I
at the disc launcher on your back, and they'll just
I
kind of.
submitted the search. I have nothing to hide on my person.
Is it not a Matoran's great spirit given right to bear on? I should have played a gun. Like
should have played a what? Matoran?
like a gun obsessed Matoran, like a disc launcher.
An Agalini player.
Yeah.
That's what Garrick's wanted to play.
I do have a concealed carry mini Kanohi launcher.
Oh, no. Okay, so they're just gonna look at both of you. Maddie, you just have digging claws in your backpack, so they're not gonna really identify that as a weapon. But they're definitely gonna recognize your disc launcher, and they're just gonna kind of poke at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and like hand it over to them.
All right.
If they're like, to like show that I'm here in peace, like, hey, you want to hold on to it?
Yeah,
I do not mind.
They'll take it from you and they'll just place it against the gate wall and then go back to patrol mode and kind of motion for you to pass.
I'm in the clear for now. This will not last forever, as eventually the truth will come out about what is in that back room.
What does Temis keep in the basement? Turns out Temis was the killer the whole time. All right. So
Yeah, you thought Chuya just kept claiming credit.
All right. So you two both pass through, and I'm going to say that Hingeki, as you kind of leave the shoot station and kind of walk down the bar, you see the great temple lying ahead of you, and you see like two Matoran kind of way off in the distance, the land bridge, with two Vaki
And a little
Borodok fighters.
transport.
Hmm.
We
He's
have to play the fucking Bionicle music in the background for this. I can't not.
Twitch is picky.
Yeah, and I said I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to play it.
He's a little curious about the two Matoran, but he doesn't make much of it. So he heads up to the gate and shows them his tablet as well.
They'll kind of look at it. Do you have like any kind of personal carry things, Matoran?
I'm pretty sure I have a backpack. Well, the only things I would have in it are apparently Volo paste, because I guess I have.
Yeah, that's like it's like the healing kit.
Someone's gotta have it.
Thing.
Yeah, I figured. I just didn't remember getting that.
They'll kind of motion.
And then also the.
Where are you hiding your disclosure?
That is a good question. Do Matoran have a prison pocket?
For all intents and purposes of narration, yes, you have a hidden compartment somewhere for it. It may be just like a little pocket, something that just looks like something else, or like a hidden compartment in your bag. So what I need you to do is, I believe it's is it a skullduggery check you have to make against their perception? I believe. What does your little ability do for you?
Which ability?
I thought you had something that lets you hide things better, or is that just your weapons ability?
Probably.
Weapon sounds powers. Easy to conceal. You add 2 setback die to all precise the weapon.
Okay.
I'm trying to find those fucking blocks with the holes in them that you usually stick axles through for stud.io, but I can't find anything.
Alright, Hingeki, I'm gonna give you a choice. Whichever is higher. Is it deception, vigilance, or survival? Which of those is higher for you?
I think probably deception. Hold on. I think half and half between survival and deception. It doesn't really make much difference.
Okay, and skullduggery is nothing.
From the looks of it, they're both 3 greens.
Okay. Alright, so what they're gonna do is they're gonna roll against 3 purples. Then with blacks. Is there anything else you want to throw into this? If you want, you can spend a story point, and I will make one red if you would like. But that is up to you. Like I said, you all only get 1 story point, and then I have to spend some to give them back to you.
How are they rolling?
Right now, it's even with 2 black dice added onto their check, which hurts them.
I'll take the odds.
All right. Go Dice Tower. Okay, let's see. It's going to be 4 failures and a threat against 4 successes and an advantage. Everything cancels out. They don't find it.
Wacky.
Yeah, they just kind of go through your bag kind of haphazardly, and they don't seem to notice any kind of hidden compartment or anything like that. So they'll just kind of back up, nod their heads, and kind of scoot you along your way.
I just kind of smile smugly and carry on my way off the bridge.
Stupid machines.
Indeed.
Alright.
Lower life forms.
Alright, so you all enter into the Great Temple, into like the main kind of area. I didn't make a map necessarily because I didn't think it would be necessary. But as you kind of look around, you see Matoran's scholar kind of going around, translating different kind of sections on the walls. In the middle of the temple, you see the Suva, which is practically a holy relic. You don't see anybody kind of get near it. you see like another Vaki guard kind of patrolling and protecting it.
I try to get closer to it, but not too close, so I
Just-
don't get attacked by
Okay,
the
so
Vaki.
you're just kind of going into the perimeter and kind of looking closely at it.
Yeah, it's literally a relic. But
I'm
they
with,
cannot.
I tell you what.
I'm with him. I'm with him. So like, what else like can I see to make sure the coast is clear for him?
Well, it's just the one Vaki, and there's like a couple Matoran in the chamber, kind of looking at the walls. Materu, I want you to make a discipline check or cool check, whichever's higher, and I want you to do it against an average difficulty, so 2 purple and 1.
Oh, Taryn, would I have gone inside there as well since I was?
Like I said,
No, how do I roll?
character sheet.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and then you go to skills, and then did you want to? You
Skills.
can use discipline or cool, whichever higher. It looks like discipline's your higher stat. So on the very
Yes.
end, you're going to put 2P and 1. I think is it black or K? Hold on. You're going to put B and 1 BLK. Or you can go up to the top and put in 2 yellows in the thing, green, and then 1 black and 2 purple. Whatever you want to do.
Fun fact: I am actually making the walker in the background.
You're doing. Oh,
So like dice pool.
yeah, up at the top. You want 1 yellow, 2 greens,
One.
black dot over on the right, and 2 purple on the right.
No man. And the D20 on the middle.
Yeah, don't forget the 2 purples. Make sure you deselect it.
Yeah, they're selected.
Okay, yeah, then you hit the D20 and it'll roll it. Interesting. Okay, so you rolled a triumph. So I'm going to say with those 2, I'm going to hold on to those 2 threats for something for later. But you managed, you literally kind of feel that kind of twinge kind of go over you. Like, gotta look closer at it. It's like so much excitement. But then as you kind of look at that Bordock kind of walk around, you're like, no. It's not worth a night in jail. And you manage to hold yourself together. And with that,
But is it?
I'm gonna say with that triumph that for the the next time you have to make a note of this on your character sheet. The next time you have to make a discipline check like this to control yourself, add 2 boost die to it.
Ooh.
And that's what the triumph will be.
Technically.
Nice.
But like I said, I'm gonna hold on to those 2 threats. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. What were you saying that was going on with you, Thomas?
Oh, I was gonna say I was gonna like watch to make sure that he was in the clear.
Yeah, and as
But otherwise, I'll look around, try to. Since I'm just kind of looking around, I'll just kind of take a look, see what I can try to see what where I would be here. I know
right.
Who exactly would be calling us here. So
As you
where
guys
are
kind
they?
of wandering around.
Taryn.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't really want to interrupt. I'm just asking. Like, since my guy just was doing that to get to the front of the temple, we didn't really go over like him going into the temple, and he would have been there first, right? So
Yes, he would have been in there first.
yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we'll go over that. Yeah.
And stuff that you can the side of the Vaki, and they're
Okay.
it's not like on
Sounds good.
active hunting mode. It's just kind of guarding the Toasuva.
Got it.
Why
Thank you, I just
did
wanted
my
to-
job?
I'm gonna say as you kind of stand, and you watch 2 what look like Onu Matoran coming through the gate.
Mm-hmm.
And you see like one kind of fangirling over the Toasuva and the different carvings and stuff around. And then a little bit later, you see a Matoran coming through the gate. And then right about this time, you guys, all 4 of you are going to hear kind of a door open on the far side of the temple. And coming out of said door are going to be 2 tall figures and a shorter one.